Alright, this is my bookshelf of classics to modern authors, and snuggled right here between my favorite Sarah Dessen book and Harry Potter, we have Atonement, which is a British classic written by Ian McEwan in 2001. So I found the best way to understand a book is to understand the words that are in the book. So when I first looked at it, I was like, I don't know what atonement means. So I went to dictionary.com and checked it out because everyone uses that. And it said that atonement is to make amends for a wrongdoing. Like if you were to cheat on your boyfriend or something, then you would make amends by apologizing. And in Bryony Tallis's case, in the book Atonement, she has to make amends with herself and with her family for making a mistake as a young child. When she's a girl around 13, she falsely accuses somebody, and it affects her family and has a huge impact on her life and the lives of Robbie and Cecilia, who were young lovers at the time. I'm not going to talk about all the characters, but there are a few that you should know about, that way you're not lost or confused. The first one's going to be Bryony Tallis, Cecilia Tallis, Leon Tallis, Robbie Turner, Lola, Pierre, Jackson, and Paul Marshall. 8 characters, and you'll pretty much understand the story. So in the summer of 1935, Cecilia and Bryony are living with their parents in England. And their distant cousins, Lola, Pierre, and Jackson, have to come and live with them because their mother is having a hard time getting it together and they need to have some separate time. So they're staying with the family and everything's going pretty well. The same summer, their brother Leon decides to come back for a visit, and he brings his friend Paul Marshall. Paul Marshall is a chocolate salesman, and he thinks he's going to make a load of money off of the war. So that gives you any idea of what type of person he is in the story, then you're really good at reading literature. So I'm going to be completely honest, one of my favorite parts of the book was the fact that the author took the time to describe his scenery, and he didn't just like jump into the story and just write out and made you think that he thought that you knew what he was thinking about, which is what a lot of modern authors do. They just assume that you know what they are thinking of, which is insane. And I just really appreciated the vivid, detailed description that he put into his writing because it just made me feel like he had done so much more work than he thought he had to. And I wanted to take this time to read you a section of his story. And there's no telltale, I promise. It's just gorgeous. I mean, if you can just picture it in your mind, then you'll be very happy. So I flip to the page 73. I have it marked. Well, I said that. Here we go. In the early evening, high altitude clouds in the western sky formed a thin yellow wash, which became richer over the hour, and then thickened until a filtered orange glow hung above the giant crest of parkland trees. The leaves became nutty brown, the branches glimpsed among the foliage oily black, and the desiccated grasses took on the colors of the sky.